Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Kuro no Kiseki. Last episode, we just did a long hour episode. I do not want to recap because, one, it took too long. Anyways, this episode, we're trying to find Saara. And also, I missed an active voice. Looks like the entertainment district's pretty calm now. Yes, the police and guild did a great job. Anyways. Now, you talk to TheOffOne and Nate by the police station. Oh, it's you lot. Your intel was actually quite helpful this time. We'll just ignore whatever means you used to figure it out. The next order of business to identify the source of the shishas. Are these things with the shishas really under control? The local police as well as my team are currently in confiscating all units from all these shops. To avoid confusion, we've given an explanation there. An unlicensed ingredient was detected in some of them, of course. Wait, hold up. Some customers are still not going to understand. Well, that was really difficult, honestly. Without the CID, I'm not sure it would have worked out so well. I guess the plan is just to release bits and pieces of the truth to customers over time. Looks like Rene is handling this pretty well. I could say Rune, but I'm gonna call it Rene. It does worry me that to leave the people who did smoke it alone, but I guess every solution has some sacrifice. Yes, in this case, it's fortunate that this should be in Darbad for a short amount of time. That's right, since the VIPs are overcoming, we don't handle this correctly, it could become an international incident. It's unfortunate that there's not much else we can do. Alright, talk to Nate. Did your girlfriend left you, Nate? I was gonna have to go back to jail because emerging out that was going to be another hassle, but contaminated drugs are something that really need to be taken seriously. I think my girlfriend and I were about to try smoking some. You wouldn't even know what was going on before it was too late. What an awful crime. Sounds like the CID has already begun disseminating info in this case. All the police are here to recover the hook and arrest the criminals behind this. I don't like this being a pawn to the CID when it says this is our core job anyway. Alright, head to Vegas Films Red. Once you're fully ready, you can go to Vegas Films. Woo! Alright, I think we know enough. All that stuff for us to get in there. Are we prepared for this? Please note that entry Vegas Films will begin a dungeon that will end the second day. Ooh, a dungeon time. Afterwards, Vaughn and his team headed to the lobby and met up with Nina. After making some preparation, they headed into the training room where Shahina was. 9:02 p.m. Heh. Yeah. How was that? That was amazing. Not that I'm one to judge, of course. Feels sort of like shows your personality, but it is also more mature somehow. Yeah, it's got a unique feeling, different from your sister's style. So it does look like you're gonna make it. Yep, think we'll get there. Plenty of room to tweak things so it fits the parade. Oh, at the moment she hasn't scratched the surface of Saara's level. But I'll turn that around by the end of that night, or my name isn't Salvatore Gotch. Yeah, I'm counting on you, Director. And my sister, no. For now, I'm just gonna focus. Director, please show me the next part. Alright, this is a turning point. So that's what happened after we split up earlier. So the drug was found inside the orbital shisha. That's right. They went to all the distributors and rounded them up. Sounds like the free samples were handed out under the guise of being special for the festival. And we also found that somehow these products escaped inspection by authorities. And well, unfortunately no definitive proof as to where they came from has been uncovered. Well, thinking about everything, that mustache man underestimating all of us. I assume that Gaspar decided to not let Gotch in on any of this too. Anyway, for now we can focus on helping Shahina. I'll take care of her sister, that's what we're planning to do right now. You guys, think that Saara's gonna be in this building somewhere? Well, we did let the guild and the police know, but it sounds like there are no record of her ever leaving. So that only means one thing. In addition to according to the intel messaging received from the CID, it appears that there is some discrepancy between the reports of this building's construction 1 year ago and the official plans. According to that report, there's a floor that shouldn't exist somewhere. A floor? Yes, we believe it to be a place reserved for the president himself for his personal security, so we think that's where likely Saara is being held. a good enough distraction, you're sure you can sniff it out. Right now, Nina's working with us to set up a tournament to help us with that very thing.
Oh, Judith, come over here.
Which dance manager you think looks better? Come in.
A2 端末何か仕掛けるならそこへ
Huh. She really wanted to help us. What was that? It's almost like she was gonna end up offering to come along.
皆さんすみませんアクセスできる端末はいくつか見つけたんですがセキュリティレベルが違うらしくどれが侵入しやすいかまでは
I don't think there'll be a problem anymore. Have you happened to try Terminal A2 yet? 10 p.m.? Geez, we're really going late at night, are we? Okay.
まさか動力 C 社がいきなり取り締まられるとは。このままでは私はいやまだ決定的な証拠は出ていないはず。こうなったらいっそ警察あたりを誘導して連中を遠ざけ。いやダメだ。どうして私がこんな目に。とにかく映画祭だけは何としても乗り切らなくては。その後は与党議員を何とか動かして。なんだこんな時に。
My bad with the dialogue, guys.
こちらは警備室。社長にお客様が見えております。
客？こんな夜中にどこのドイツだ。
それが共和国連邦警察だとかで社長と今すぐ面会をしたいと。
バカな。もう嗅ぎつけたのか。
どうしました社長。お通ししてもよろしいのでしょうか。
What's the matter, sir? You idiot! Keep them away from me.
ダメだ。いやまだ令状は持っていないのだろう。とにかく時間を稼げ。くそ。こうなったら。
Huh? You didn't even press the elevator. How did it open? What the? That's not how elevators work. Basement 5, the 5th floor. I see. Alright, I should start the security just in case. Machine mode activated. No matter what, I at least have to dispose of that. Well, he's running, and we're finally here. I never knew that shards could do something like this. And it's a function of the camera shot I used before. That voice change feature was also pretty useful. Was that also a shard? Oh! I see. Yes, many different hollow functions can be unlocked when combined with shards. I'll be happy to explain at any time, but you may feel free to ask. I will, but somehow I'm not sure if all of this is entirely legal. Well, who would have thought a huge hidden floor would be like this being the basement? Dingo's intel was correct. Basement 5F is here even though it shouldn't exist. Seems like some kind of research facility, so how about you? What are you going to do?
やっぱ気づかれてたか
Fee? You? When did you? Were you already here?
ま CID と記者さんの情報から何かやらかしそうな雰囲気だったから所長さんと SC さんは気づいていたみたいだけど
Indeed, when I deployed my probe shard. You seem pretty good at sneaking around, huh? Pretty useful skill. She is a really great stealth person for many games. But is it really okay for a so-called ally of just behave like
成
this?
功法じゃ間に合わないそう判断したまで民間人が拉致されているのにこれ以上もたもたしてられない同行させてもらうけどいいよね
Actually, we were hoping you would. Excited to work with you, Zerofield.
こちらこそよろ
Yo,
しく
Fee's on our team? Pog. Well, I guess it's true that we can't just dilly-dally. I think our highest priority is to secure Saara. Yeah, right. Let's go after Gaspar. Fee has temporarily joined the party. Ooh, we got Fee in our party. Ah, I see. Okay, I'm very interested to know where her skills are. Okay, let me bring up the combat sheet real quick. This is the 30 CP one. It does physical damage. It's B. It doesn't impede. The second one is another one. It's said to be a physical one. It's stealth and quick to self. Ah, so it gives you a speed buff. And allows you to be in stealth mode, I see. This one is instant flash. So like that skill so a lot of the skills are very similar to Hajimari and CS4 and CS3. It gives you is called it inflicts seal back positional. It does increased damage. And this one is the S crap is called Azul. It does S plus physical damage to everyone. Alright, what about Orbits? Orbits wise, she's using Cameo. Cameo is Whirlwind. 100% chance to counter after evading. Evasion is 42 to 50%. Counter damage 32 to 40%. Strength 17 to 25. So basically similar to Aaron's, I guess. And we can't edit the quartz, but I guess that's fine. I guess she has her own unique equipment too, which is pretty nice. I guess we can finally use her. Alright, let's get started then. Fee. Oh, nar. Nar? Ow. What is this skill? At least with stealth, you're guaranteed a crit no matter what, which is pretty nice. I remember this scene deals around before. Yes, we fought the same type in Langford, I believe. They're informed of the society. Aren't these the type you make? Marduk? Nani? I didn't know your company deals with weapons, but... Damn, lady. So that's what you were talking about. In the past, the society had monopolized the black market for what I've heard. So you've been working to steal back some of that market filled publicly in the underworld. Maybe this is one of the reasons the guild is suspicious of you. Well, it really depends on how the customers use it. All that aside, I think you don't know why they're operating here, right? Heh. So it is probably connected to Almata too. Yes, this could so much more substantial proof of their involvement. Alright, let's head out then. At this moment, Antum, I say we could take out any number of them.
左右の通路を調べてみましょう。
とっとと外してちょびひげ社長を抑えんぞ。
Kick.
さあ始めるか。
Ooh, that is fancy.
こんなものかな。
That is fancy at work here, boys. I like that. Damn, she's pretty fast too. Of course.
速攻で行こう。
Ow. But if she can't dodge well, it is what it is. Plus 8. I believe that's evade. Crit? I believe it's crit. Yeah, crit. Crit 2.
せいやっせい遅いスタンスとガード展開のチャンスだ。速攻で終わらせる。
What does this do?
ダメ押し。
Ooh, that's a lot of damage at least.
甘いよ。
チャンスだ。
いただき。
任せた。リゼット。おまけだ。
お願いします。
せいや。
おまけだ。
ミッションコンプリートだね。
見事なもんだクラウゼル。
Anyway. I know we don't have much. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. It should be fine. Anyway, got the other side to worry about.
約束。
I think the problem I have with Fee is that
相手が悪かったな。
with the outside battle mechanics, she can't really dodge the like evade. You would have to manually evade, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
敵の群れ相当しますか。速攻で行こう。やっ
See what I mean? Even the slightest mistake can cost you in battle. Like that. And now they get a free turn.
加減はいたしません。
Alright.
ご容赦を。アクセス。
We gotta be wary of that at least.
逃走ルートを確保したわ。
Ow.
行こっか。一掃するよ。お願いします。ミラージュレイド。ここだよフェリー。
ここです。この木は逃しません。やっスキアリバン様。今です。チャンスです。
力が湧いてきた。
ブーストが有効だぜ。
せいや。
ここです。
ミッションコンプリートだね。
ATS time quartz. Pog. Anyway. Let me use an item real quick. Gotta use more of those anyway, either way, so. Because you can't even use him in battle, you can only use him outside of battle. Oh, there's an active voice if we go towards the lasers?
光線開始です。やっせいやっ遅い崩れた。はいはい
Alright, screw it. S-Craft.
これで決める。アクセルアインススバイドライ羽ばたけアズールグリオンここ
So, fun fact about that craft, I heard from a source that it is inspired by both Reen and Laura's craft, which is actually a pretty nice touch, to be honest. Where I got my source from, I won't tell you guys, because it's from a good content creator of mine. You're just gonna have to like need to know who it is. Ow.
こんなもんだろ。
レベルアップだね。成長しました。
Yeah, there are lasers when you're trying to like destroy. Okay, anyways. It's like that big robot just now. But shouldn't be a problem.
さすがだね。せいや。
And they'll tell you a lot about the instructions about the spreadsheet. As of course, I'm using Zerofield subs, of course. That's been released at least 2 to 3 days ago. And I'm continuing progress on Kuro, of course. Anyways. There are also... a lot of English streamers are also trying this spreadsheet. The people who want to play the trails. Ow. That does a lot! Yeah, no problem. Make sure you give if you guys want to try the Zerofield stuff, make sure to go to that one. Because they did all the work with the spreadsheet and everything. And it even taught you instructions how to do it. They done the same for Hajimari as well, so like, yeah. But anyways, we're also in the middle of recording a YouTube video, so... Oh, you're in Cold Sea too? I really suggest you try to not look at this game, because it is a bit of like big spoilers. Because you want to definitely finish Cold Steel before you, and Hajimari before you even see this game, just for sure. Like those games aren't there for nothing. So finish Cold Steel 2, 3, and 4, and then like play Hajimari if you want to. But that's up to you, honestly. But I recommend doing chronological order because it is recommended doing in chronological order. It'll be a lot of time investment, but it'll be worth it, to be honest. Yeah, he is a big spoiler because like this is like I can't really say anything, but you'll understand why P is a big spoiler once you tackle the other past games. Ooh, speed plus 6. Let me see. Huh. I got more speed. Who wants speed? That's the question. I think you should get the speed one. Where is it? Oh yes. We'll lose a bit of crit, but that's fine. Or evasion, that's fine. I got another HP thing. platforms. Wait, there's a... Oh yeah, it's the...
お待ちください。
ストップ。
あで、そういうことかよ。
赤外線トラップ。まずは解除を試みましょう。
We have to go around, it seems. 2 years ago, I started this game like around late 2017. That's where I first started playing it. That was like during the time I was playing Persona 5. Okay. Not gonna lie, I don't like the weight that she has after doing that attack. Yeah, I started with Trails around like a few years back, so just take your time, alright? You don't want to rush through everything. Learn all the info you can about the story, its characters, its history. Like, you understand it completely once you go through all of it, you know? After all, I did not get this far playing this game without knowing info along the way, either if it's plain or without playing. Even got some of my sources through YouTube because, like, well, YouTube people are very reliable as well. HP. I might have to check this off screen, but what they are. Like, no doubt, the floor building is incredible. You just gotta take your time with it and not rush through it, just so you know. The range is incredible. What the?
力が湧いてきた。これはどうかな。排除する。
Ow.
後期です。いただき。リゼットさん。ご用意任せ。そこです。
Oh, come on. Ow.
バン様。
こいつは効くぜ。
こちらの番だね。これはどう
Let's
か
see.
な。
What about this?
ダメ押し。後期です。ここだよ。セリ、炎よ宿れ。レッツ。バンさん。
Oh, nice. We statused it. I see.
ご容赦逃がしません。シュート。力が湧いてきた。これはどうか。せや。おまけだよ。好きにはタッチ。いただき。スタンしたよ。
Stun this. There we go.
やったか。
レベルアップだね。パワーアップです。
Huh? What is this? Looks like the plant we found in the cave. It must be refined and injected into the shishas here. So it's being processed here, about what we expected. What are these pills? Most likely these are the enhancement type drugs that they were using. You mean... the enhancement drug. He must be abusing this drug in all sorts of nasty ways. Seems like a large-scale operation in preparation for the festival. Ultimately, this facility seems like its purpose is to research and produce illegal drugs like this. Yeah, or maybe it's one of many facilities like that. In any case, this is definitive proof of a connection between Vegas Films and the production of illegal drugs. I'll record the evidence with my Zypha. Yeah, please do. Hey, does it even count if we got proof of it during illegal infiltration? That's a gray area for sure. I think there's some ways to get around that. We can just have the police step in and get their own evidence. Awesome. Basically like laundering their evidence. I see, so I'll keep that method in mind. Well, don't use that method too much if you can avoid it. Interesting. Graga. Abuser. Anyway. I will say, this game...
先客万来です。速攻で行こう。私にお任せ。行くぜよ。
行こっか。
いい手応えです。
バッチリだ。フェリー。
Yeah. Ura. There we go. And... there's a ladder here? The heck? Oh, that's already... you know? God dang it. That's called backtracking. Yeah, thanks for showing this off. Oh yeah, by the way, if we keep this lurking, we can definitely average at least 3 viewers. So far we're at 2.7, and I hope that in the next few days, if we keep this streams consistent going...
いい手応えです。
さすがだね。
私にお任せを。
行くぜ。
速攻で行こう。
そら、せい、せいや。そら、ほらよ。せい、そら、そら。せい、そら。なんだ、チャンスだ。そこだ。一気に決めるぞ。
These guys can be hella annoying. Ah, so you followed the game's channel. Oh, I see. I'm like one of the few people that's like way ahead than most of the other streamers. There's also a guy named February Night. He's also playing this game and he's like in chapter 4 already. He's definitely one of the reasons why I was able to play games like this. Zerofield wise. So I'll give it. I wish I could shout out to him, but I don't know how to do that, so. But yeah, those are 2 YouTubers I'm those are creators I'm pretty fond with. Both on YouTube and both on Twitch, so.
リセットさん。やっ、いただき。容赦はや、ここです。
There's another YouTuber I won't name, but I don't want to bring it. I don't want to bring it up now. Maybe another time.
もらった。
炎とアルーシャに感謝を。冷たいお飲み物はいかがでしょう。
I will say the game does not. The game always has a banger frickin' dungeon theme, which is also pretty nice. Like their dungeon themes have been on point. At least like 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them have been on point pretty much. One on chapter 2 and probably this type of dungeon theme that's technology based.
Reset! ご容赦。リセットさん、捉えました。やっ。続いてください。はっやっ。
おまけだ。
ここだよ、フェリー。
スイ様、炎よ宿れ。レッツ。バーサ
こいつは効くぜ。
いただき。
頼む。もらった。
ここだよ。ここです。この木は逃しません。スキャリ
Small fry in the form of
レ
mechs.
ベルアップだね。
各種ステータス。
Craft. We got another craft. But who? Who is it? The question is. More lasers. Another
お宝
one.
発見です。
It looks pretty cool, honestly.
制圧完了。
Maybe it'd be good against like certain bosses. But then again, I gotta allocate my CP usage like smartly.
群れてやがる。始めるか。そこだ。
注意してかかろう。
そこだ。こいつは効くぜ。チャンスだ。覚悟を決めな。
Just do a lot of damage, for sure.
ダンダライスレイダー。
Ooh,
力が湧
12k.
いてきた。
Nice.
頼む。クラウゼで。
ダメ押し。
後期です。これは効きますよ。ここだよ。そこです。さあリセットさん。
おまけだ。やっぱり。
成長しました。
Na,
よし、道がつながったな。
na, 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 na.
トラップが多いですね。往生際の悪いせこい仕掛けばかりだけど。
ま、こういう時のための時間稼ぎのつもりだろ。
Exactly. A very annoying gimmick itself. Traps. Oh, great. Floors. I guess we're going to the red next. We gotta be sure of our progress, too. Ah, nar. Not again. Use one boost. Go, go! Damn it. Damn it, this game.
頼む、クラウゼ。
ラージアレイド。この木は逃しません。コバルトカーテン展開。
Ow.
こちらの番だ。行くぜ。
続いて
呪いぜ。嫌いだ。
That thing come after me. Ow. Oh, what the?
望むところです。慎重に参りましょう。セリカが炎よ宿れ。メッツ。
Oh, I
この
missed.
木は逃しません。リセットさん捕らえました。やっ
Ow.
こちらの番だ。こいつは効くぜ。
続いて
切り裂け。行くぜ。覚悟を決めな。
Yeah, these enemies are getting very annoying and tanky for no reason. We gotta use some physical damage. Like that.
リミット解放ギャー
See, the fact that they didn't go out with the S break didn't prove something wrong. Something was wrong.
後期ですセリ様行きますギャー
Jesus.
行くぜ。
頑張って続いてバッ
And I missed my attacks again. That is so annoying. That is very annoying. See my attacks miss like that. That's so frustrating.
おまけだ。
続いて
Oh, come on. See what I mean? I don't know why I'm missing my attacks. There's no way I should be missing my attacks for sure. See?
行きます
I'm getting hit by BS like this.
ターゲット捕捉逃がしません
チャンスだ。せいは。
いただき
Okay. That is very annoying. Yeah, we're gonna see more enemies like this, and it's gonna piss me off. Alright. Hey, take a look at that. Is this seriously? Wait, is this all the drugs? Seems like it. This must be where they stored them before shipping them out. Can't believe they produced this much of an illegal drug. Seems like the amount of this room alone could be worth several million mira. Let me take a look at the terminal. There could be some data left behind. Is this a list of customers purchasing the stuff? Yes, for the past 6 months. Most of the data is encrypted, so it seems we can't identify them exactly at the moment. There's so many, I never expected you would spread this far. If we try to sell any of this near here, I'm sure they have something to say about it. I doubt you find any info about Almata in there, though. That would be foolish enough to leave it in a database like this. I'm still positive they're involved. We know that president guy is just snuck by here. Let's keep pushing on. I'm sure he ran away all the way deep to the deepest part. Right, and with any luck, he'll be with Saara too. Great. Ooh, chest. And also, I'm dying here.
結構なお手前でした
ごちそうさん。
You know, the more gourmet points we get, the better, you know? So there's nothing wrong with using all of this.
行こっか
攻撃
精をかけてお手並み拝見いたしますやっはっえい
もらった。
まこんなものかな
40%?
クラウゼル。
I may have to check off screen about all the quartz that I've gotten. Just for sure. We are averaging 7 viewers on Twitch. I appreciate you guys coming to watch the stream. It really means a lot that we're getting closer to affiliate the more viewers we get. And it also helps that you guys love Kuro so much. So, yeah. Anyway,
気分爽快
we are gonna check my quartz real quick, so give me guys a second. Alright, I think we refined our equipment enough. Looks like we can continue onwards a bit. I think we should be fine for if this boss is gonna be tough or not, but I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. This must be it. I think we can see through the gap. Oh, I see her. And that president. Hey, Saara. Damn it. Don't tell me. She's fine. She's breathing. I think she's just knocked up with some kind of drug.
よしこれさえ処分してしまえば あとは娘を適当に放り出して政界方面のコネでなんとか。
This guy. I don't think you're getting out of this one. Excuse us for entering without an appointment, Mr. President. Secured our rescue objective. Are you alright, Saara? She seems exhausted, but her vitals are stable at least.
貴様らは女優どもが雇った便利屋。
Or not just
一
handyman.
体どうやってここに。これは不法侵入だぞ。
You drunk old man. What the hell do you think you're doing then? We'll be sure to pay you back for the way you treated our client. Now then, would you please hand over your proof of the chummy relationship with your friends?
待ってくれ。ミラならいくらでも出す。
He's gonna beg for his life.
私だって被害者なんだ。マフィアに脅されて仕方なく。
He's playing my favorite trump card line. I'm the victim.
そのまま大ごとにせず娘を連れて帰れば1000万までなら出してやれるぞ。
He's begging for his life. That's a big number. Still trying after things have come this far. But I give up already. It's too late. Well, normally I consider it, depending on the circumstances. It seems my team is pretty united against you. Depending on the circumstances, huh? So you would have taken the 10 million either way? Well, it's definitely better to be selective about your business partners.
遊撃士。バカな。
Based on the situation, we can take extenuating circumstances into consideration. Hand that file over, confirm our main interest of proving the connections of the legal jobs to the film festival, and testify telling us every single detail you can about the connection with Almata.
バカな。そんなことをしたらどうなるか。
Yes.
連中は裏切り者に容赦をしない。
Yes.
お前たちだって分かっているだろう。
Yes, we're aware of that, yes. No, I actually don't have that kind of critical info. But of course, we could take you into custody after your arrest and provide protection. The guild can even arrange your extraction. Either way, it's a lose-lose for you.
本当に何も知らないんだ。あくまで場所を提供していただけだ。ここで連中が製造していた動力 C 社も指示だけ残して、あとはなしのつぶてで。警察が取り締まりを始めた時点でとっくに町から去った可能性もある。そもそもどうして連中が最初から彼女たちに興味を示していたのかすら、あの脅迫状だって。それからなんとか遠ざけてやりたかっただけで。
Wait, what did you just say? Almata is the ones interested in Nina, Judith, Prince Charade, and Saara? You fucker! Ah, crap. What the? From the ceiling. Wait a minute, you asshole! God dang it!
せいぜい遊んでいたまえ。
Fuck you!
私はここで舞台から降りることにする。
You piece of shit!
映画祭も皇太子が何とかするだろう。あとは勝手にするといい。
You won't get away. Get back! A samurai type. The society used to use these. That's right, the one developed by creates on race of hand-to-hand combat with theirs as reference. I do remember seeing a report that the unit was stolen by a certain supplier. This guy one of yours too? You guys need to knock out making shit like this. Ah, yes, Erica Russell. You have to excuse me, I'll have to accept your complaints later. Alright, let's take it out and go after him. Let's go. Ura! Gah.
力が湧いてきた。
Alright, let's use stealth.
財波駆動。
そらよ。そこだ、フェリー。
ユースビフアルアハブアンファスだ。この機は逃しません。アクセスブーターはっ。
Anyways.
こちらの番だ。行くぜ。こいつは効くぜ。
You'll be team bait, Vaughn.
財と駆動。やっ、お願いします。
Ooh, the most powerful wind of all.
この木は
Ooh.
逃しません。ドライブ開始。
Gah.
それ。
We're gonna spam this.
行こっか。
頼む、クラウゼル。
ダメ押し。続いてバン。
フルブースト全開よ。
Let's screw it.
しまいにしようぜ。せい。ガンダライスレイダー。
ブーストゲージリミット解放。リセットさん。
It's gonna hurt,
後期です。
obviously.
は
What's he doing? Ow.
あ。いや、フェリ様。この木は逃しません。ゴーゴー。コバルトカーテン展開。バン様。フルブースト全開よ。炎に
崩れた。頼む、クラウゼル。
Screw it.
ミッションスタート。ゴー。アインスバイドライ。羽ばたけ。アズールクリア。
Woo! 10k, boys.
出力最大だよ。ゴーゴー。財と駆動。
Gotta be careful.
はあ。それ、フェリ様。
行くぜ。
ステータスを表示するわ。
続いて
こっちだ。そらそら。
Oh, come on.
そこだ。フェリ。
Alright. You know what? I'll switch.
託します。お任せください。ここが攻め時かと。ドライブを開始します。
Gah.
はあ。リゼットさん。
行こっか。
頼む、クラウゼル。
せや。怠けだよ。
それ、アニエス様。
There we go.
この木は逃しませ
Nice.
ん。ドライブ開始よ。
Gah.
借りは返すぜ。
Alright.
行くぜ。
Ow.
チャンスです。最大です。ドライブを開始します。やっ、リゼットさん。
力が湧いてきた。やっ
おまけだ。
やっ、アニエス様。
Don't death blow me. Don't death blow me. Ooh.
この機は逃しません。
ガンガン行くぞ。
ゴーゴ
コバルトカーテン展開。アニエス様、ブーストレベル最大です。ドライブを開始します。
くらえ。
ー続いてバー
Dead? Woo! There we go.
レベルアップ
It was full on concentration. I did not expect that attack to be hard, but damn.
これだけ時間を稼げればマフィアなんかもうたくさんだ。このまま外国にでも高飛びして。
Who's there?
せっかく仲良くしてたのにそんな寂しいこと言っちゃうんだ。
あなたは
Melchior? Oh no.
釣れないなギャスパー・ディロン社長。ねえそう思わない？
Oh.
まあ今までよくやってくれた方だろう。ご苦労だった。祭りはせいぜい盛り上げてやる。ただし前座は務めてもらうぞ。お前自身
Oh, he's so dead.
恐怖だ。
No, Gaspar. Oh, rip. He's dead. Heh. We did it. Yeah, extermination complete. Good work. Approximately took 2 minutes less than I expected. Hey, come on. Are you just constantly analyzing us before the battle even starts?
ここは
Saara?
パレードシャヒーナは
Saara? Well, phew. You're awake. Now we just need the old man and... The hell was that? I'll leave her to you. Right. He's already dead. Shit. We are already too late. Oh, Jesus. They already made so much to him. Look forward to the film festival. Melchior. Oh, God. Damn, that was brutal. What a way to die. Damn. Like, I kind of expected it to happen, but damn. That was so brutal. 11:50 p.m. Near midnight.
またお前たちか。
Hey there, didn't we just work together on that horrible shisha case? Good work today, Spectre Nate.
聞いてくれよアニエスちゃん。せっかくのオフだったのに警部と来たら。
お前は黙っていろ。
Well, the case of the legal drug is serious, of course, but these are separate matters. You entered the legal warrant and even the guild went along with what you were thinking. In accordance with our creed, I prioritized the rescue of a civilian. I did also receive permission from Ixu, but I did not violate any intentional treaties. Can you write them out as supporters of the guild just this once? Gah! Wow. She planned this far ahead? Right at their weak point too. Not bad. Yes, I'm impressed. Oh, so you're one of the guild's new young aces, huh? How bothersome. Any case, I'll have you assist me on an on-site investigation later. An arc ride. I'll bring in you for more questioning, so you can count on that. Yeah, do what you have to do. See you later. Shahina is gonna yell out.
なさい。心配かけて。お姉のせいじゃないよ。もうそんな風に一人で背負わせたりしないんだからね。聞いたわ。私の代わりに頑張ってくれているって。大きくなったわね、シャヒーナ。
Aww.
サラね。
How nice. So touching. Great work, great work to Vaughn and the team. Though of course it's not over yet. Yeah.
I never thought I'd believe Gaspar was working for the Mafia. Not to mention they used him like that and silenced him at the end. What a fool.
Well, as consolation, at least we got this file back. Yes, but think about the message left behind the site.
He's the bastard that showed up in Langford too, right? What a showy asshole.
Can't forgive him. Absolutely not. Of course, we can't ignore that, but we still have another, more immediate problem. We recovered the clients safely, and for now we can close the matter of the threat letters. But can we really still have a film festival like this? Well, we're dealing with a murder now, and a case that involves illegal drugs, plus the mafia behind it all hasn't been caught. Hate to say it, but I don't think we can.
No!
No way, we just got Saara back safe and sound too.
Well, she's so exhausted, I don't think she would have shown up for the parade anyway.
So in the end, this whole thing will end up the same way as Mesodam.
Well, about that.
同じにはさせないさ。
Prince Shard. I mean, Prince Shard.
My bad, guys. What do you mean by that?
そのままの意味だ。明日は予定通り決行する。
Huh?
映画祭の式典も、もちろんフォクシーパレードもね。
Huh? You serious? Are you sure that's safe?
I'm one of the organizing members, and I already discussed the situation from other sponsors. Considering the costs that went into advertising, as well as the incidents up to now, all parties wish to avoid canceling or postponing the festival. We have decided to delay the announcement of President Gaspar's death as well. His Highness helped me coordinate this with all the news agencies.
Huh? When did you... Oh, so that's why you've been keeping quiet.
Well, plainly put, yes. These days I have grown increasingly tired of the restraints I must work within.
I take you all been looking up a certain someone who kept himself rather busy these past 2 years.
Indeed, just like him, I wanted to find some way to work around my restraints and forge ahead.
Damn it, Olivier. Giving him some influence?
Is that not to say for everyone else scattered here?
Yes, that's why I asked for everyone for their help. We've been preparing for months and tomorrow's finally the day.
The parade is just around the corner. There's no way we can delay it.
I'm sure the guild and the police won't approve of this though. I can't recommend this course of action, but the people behind the murder of the president are still at large, but we still don't know where the puppeteer girl is. Of course, if we can appoint someone to keep an eye on the underworld, things might get different. I see, so that's why you came, Your Majesty.
Indeed it is. I would like to make one additional request of your team. If you would please stay here and keep watch until the festival is concluded.
Huh. Of course, we'll support you as well. Must have recognized your competence after you were able to uncover the truth behind Vegas films.
Oh, there's that again.
I don't like how you constantly flip off like us like that. Hehe. I would say she's merely provided a true evaluation of the past 2 days of our work.
And by the way, I intend to provide payment as well, as an apology for this afternoon. I would like all of you to enjoy the parade and the festival. What do you say?
私からもどうかお願い。お姉は明日までにきっと回復する。もしできなかったとしても、私が代わりを務める。お姉を思って、お姉に届くために仕上げた私の踊りを見てもらうためにも。シャヒーナ、姉妹揃って助けていただいた身。この上はずうずうしいかもしれませんが、私からもお願いします。バンさん、アニエスさんたちも。
たく、明日は適当に観光でもして帰りたかったが、追加報酬もたんまり出るってんなら。
True.
これも乗りかかった船ってやつ
Guess
かもな。
more rewards the better.
もともと 映画祭が無事開催できるよう頑張ってましたし。
はい、やることは同じです。
しゃあねえ、せいぜい付き合ってやるが。
よし、そうと決まれば明日はギャスパーの弔い代わりに派手に行くとしよう。いっそ出場者全員サーラちゃんたちと同じ踊り子衣装で統一するのもありかもしれんな。
ああ、それもいいかもしれませんね。ちょっとニーナ、あんたたまにとんでもないことを。
Oh boy.
で、あれは間に合いそうか。
なんとかしてみます。万が一に備える意味でも。
Alright. At least. Maybe one last day for sure, I think. Yeah, I don't know what. Then we could start the film festival. On the other stayed around the Vegas Films building for a while until things settled down before returning to the inn. It was decided that Saara would be placed under the Bracer's protection and that she had been previously targeted just in case. Both sisters ended up sleeping on the second floor of the Bracer Guild. Jesus, it's already past midnight. 1:02 a.m.
ギルドに泊まるなんてちょっとワクワクします。
もう遊びに行くんじゃないのよ。とにかく今日はゆっくり休んで。ベッドは一応ふかふかだから。
よかったねおね。あ、そうだ、着替え取ってこないと。
付きそうか？
大丈夫、すぐそこですから。お姉と先に入っててください。
あ、ちょっとシャヒーナ。
本当によかった。お姉が戻ってきてくれて、お兄さんたちと会えたのもアルーシャ様のお導きだったのかな。あのお兄さんだったら、本当にお姉の彼氏になっても。
Huh? Oh my god!
やあ、いい夜だお嬢さん。
Oh shit! That kind of jump scared me for a bit. But what the hell? October 7th. Alright.
Minasan, 私は映画が大好きです。20年前にカルバードで花開いた、今後も各地へ広まるであろう総合芸術。魅惑的な銀幕の世界が、胸躍るドラマが、皆の心を掴んで離さず、進化を遂げてきました。この砂漠のただ中にある町に、これだけの人を集めてしまうほどに。その意味で2ヶ月前のメッセルダム映画祭の開催中止は残念でした。ですが色合いは違うにしても映画を愛する全ての人々の思いは同じ。それを確かに示すことがこたびの映画祭の役目でもありましょう。シェリド・アスバールの名において第1回サルバッド映画祭の開催を宣言します。正午にはレオンドール賞の授賞式とフォクシーパレードもあるのでご期待あれ。堅苦しい挨拶はこれで終わりだ。誰も彼も心を躍らせ楽しもうじゃないか。
Whoa! It's getting very lively now, for real now. I need to find a place to save though, so we can end off the episode for sure. Woo-hoo! I
can't whistle, guys. It's getting pretty rowdy. This might be the most amazing festival I've ever seen, and it seems like the info about Vegas films is being kept under wraps nicely. I was getting worried that Rene might slip up. I must say, I'm impressed with the handling of both this and the Orbo Shisha incident. Things got complicated for a while, but I'm just glad everyone's efforts didn't go unrewarded. Of course, that doesn't mean we can't let our guard down yet. Yeah, true. So the awards ceremony and the Foxy Parade are coming up at noon. If something's gonna happen, there's a good chance that it would happen at a time like that. For the record, it's fine to have fun, but we should definitely keep our eyes peeled for anything suspicious, got it? I know. I bet you should go check out for any 4 SPGs that came in too, right? I get a front row view of the Arkwright Solutions Office crisis management style. Should be fine. Can't fail back on our experience from Langport as well. Should also check in on Shaheen and Saara as well. Yes, I'd love to show if Saara is back to her normal self. Alright, well, let's start our activities for the day then. Alright, anyway, it is a good time to save real quick. It's called Hedron. Critical damage of normal attacks and crabs are increased by 100%. Oh, what the? What the? That's busted as heck. What the? You gonna give me that for free? Fuck yeah, boys. Fuck yeah, boys. Free shit. Let's go. Free shit. Anyway, we got ourselves to look forward to this festival. Alright, check out the board in green. Launch extermination request. Sand dunes. Oh, I guess we can go to do the monster quest, I guess. You know, might as well, you know. We get to touch more grass either way. Oh wait, I hope the sandstorm has subsided. Oh? Pog? And touch some more grass. But there's no grass in the desert. It's called a phrase. I demand more treasure chests. Oh, but we could fight this guy. What's at the side over there? Is there any treasure chests? I demand to see some treasure chests. Along with touching grass gameplay. These eyes don't give EXP anymore. Well, what about these guys? Obviously. There's two. Oh wait, they don't give out the EXP anymore. Pepe hands. Oh, more ATS Mirage. ATS Mirage, not bad, eh? But the question is, do I even need ATS Mirage? Alright, we're running out of the party stuff anyway. So the focus we can do is just get treasure chests. I think. Please, let there be more treasure chests. Demand more touching grass treasure chests. Because running in the desert is completely painful as it is, obviously.
Oh,
HP extra. Another one of those, I guess. I think that's everything in the desert. Oh my god, we actually completed the whole desert. Oh, it's like, yes, Honora Highlands is finally complete. It was such tiresome. Alright, let's save the game real quick. There's a boss fight. Monster extermination. Alright, anyway. A large monster stands intimidatingly, threatening the surrounding area. Fight it. Oh, come on.
なめんじゃね
ここが攻め時かと。
ほらよ、行くぜ。任せたぜ小娘。
Be careful, Aaron.
悪くね
Ow.
この木は逃しません。
決めろやメイド。
逃がしません。シュート。アーロー様。
ほらよ、暗いな。ほらよ、暗いな。暗いやがれ。
Nice.
ここだおっさん。
I'm gonna use an S crap.
覚悟を決めな。
There we go. Ooh, 16k! Yo! That's what we call damage,
こ
boys.
こが攻め時かと。
What the?
私が相手です。
You're not affected by it?
バンさん。
こいつは効くぜ。呪いぜ。暗いな。
I said go after me, you fool. Wait, are you immune to hate? This is awkward. I'm gonna go back a bit.
この木は逃しません。
フィーバータイムだ。気張ってけよ。派手に切れるぜ。舞い上がれ。
So there are enemies that are immune to hate. なるほど。
ドライブを開始します。ブースト全開よ。
こいつは効くぜ。ここだおっさん。砕けろ。
この木は逃しません。ご容赦を。
ガンガン行くぞ。
コバルトカーテン展開。
That's so OP. Like you can literally move it around. Wow.
チャンスです。ドライブ開始。ご容赦を。
上げていこうぜ。
有効な
決めろやメイド。
加速します。や
Chase.
こいつは効くぜ。ここだおっさん。エリアルバスター。
Nice. Yeah. When you already gotten power crept already, you are definitely gonna do well. Onslaught from the
依
monster.
頼達成ですね。報酬が振り込まれたわ。
Alright, let's turn to the main story. Longre. Okay. Anyways.
出
Head
発
back.
いたします。
Onslaught. Alright, let me check what Onslaught is right now. This is actually getting me very curious. How much power creep are they gonna give us? How much power creep are they really gonna give us? Okay, onslaught is increases the damage of preemptive shard attack by 1.2. You know what? I'll give it to Aaron. You know what? I'll fucking give it to Aaron. Why the hell not? Yeah, what? Yeah, the hell not. I'll give it to Aaron. Anyway. Let's see here. What is the next in our objective right now? Talk to Fajir if you've done that pickpocketing request. Side quest, he's by the bazaar. Where's Fajir? Right here, right? Talk to Sheena if you doctor side quest. She's right over there, is she? Talk to her again. She's trying too hard. She's trying too hard.
Yeah, どれにする? またな.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございま
Are you
した。
sure there's nothing new in the shops?
あら、いらっしゃいありがとうね。
Hey Jared, someone's at the door. Jared. My bad, guys. Oh, it's Shahina and Saara. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Wow. After everything that happened yesterday, I wasn't expecting to see you two so lively. Are you feeling alright, Saara? Yes, thanks to you, I have fully recovered. I did decide to leave the parade slot to Shahina. Hehe, my sister was just about to help me out finishing touches to the act. Heh, I'm sure you do great, Shahina. You practiced so much yesterday. Hehe, thank you. I'm ready to go whatever I can. I'm certain I could do the best dance ever. Wow. You're full of enthusiasm, aren't you? Oh, yesterday, that was the hardest day I've ever had in my life. I mean, both my sister and I were kidnapped on the same day, and then all that happened. So in contrast, I want to make today into the best day ever. Today's wonderful enough. We'll wash out the memories of yesterday and everything bad in the past. That's what I'm gonna do my very best. A truly upstanding attitude. I'm looking forward to see how an excellent show. Sis, you don't have to worry about me anymore. I'll shine like the sun in your place. Shine brighter than anyone else. Shahina. Ah, yes, I'll be supporting you. I do have to apologize for how much trouble we put you all through. Don't worry about it. After all, you are our client. I don't want to add to your anxiety or anything, but I have to let you know. We don't have any guarantees that today's festival will end without incident. Just remember, if something does happen, we'll be right there. So you don't have to worry. Hehe, thank you so much. Fun, I appreciate it. Was I imagining things? Well, we have our own business to attend to. I feel bad for my sister standing for me, especially after Director Gotch and Prince vouched for me like that. I do think Shahina can pull it off based on what I heard saw in practice earlier. Of course, I can't help but be more nervous considering how big her role is, but I'm sure we'll be able to overcome it. I'll shine up brightly in place of my sister. You guys don't have to worry about that at all. Think about it, Saara's been struggling with our home expenses for a long time. If I could push myself to express her here, I might be able to give her back even a little bit. Talk to the guild receptionist. The question is, what happened to Fee? Alright, head to the spa. The other red. Oh, nah. We're going to the spa? Oh, no. Oh, no, boys.
そういつでも見においで。
Anyway, let's report our SP.
この調子でいくぞ。
評価ランク更新させていただきます。
C
確かに受け取っ
plus.
た。
We get another recipe. I believe. We check right now. I think we can make something new now for this evaluation rank. Let me see. It gives you 800. What the? 60 CP healing?
まあ待ってな。おまっとさん。
That can honestly prove useful for like many battles ahead, but we need more ingredients. If I gotta be honest with you guys. Alright, we're gonna end off today's episode on a high note. So next time on Kuro no Kiseki, we're gonna be heading to the springs. And I see you guys all next time.